Y'all want to know what we're doing here? We're getting drunk. No, I'm just but we're celebrating. Today is February 10th, 2020. 14 years ago, okay? February 10th, 2006. It's a long ass time ago. Damn. Okay. I got married. I did. I got married. And today marks 1 year and what are we like? Hold on. Okay, so 1 year and 9 months since I've been single. So I'm celebrating. Why is this such a big deal this year? I'm excited because I'm ready to start dating. I was having all of these reflections. It's just over my marriage, honestly. It first came over me to exit stage left in 2014. Yep, y'all ready for a story time? 2014, we're gonna stay around like September-ish, okay? I ran into a school fave ex. I know y'all know what that is, okay? Because it's like a whole vibe. It's its own thing. That's why I called it that. High school fave ex, okay? It was from back then, okay? It was an ex, and it happened to be one of the favorites, okay? Cheers. I ran into this person. We started talking on the phone, like quickly. And all of these feelings, you know, started to develop. So I'm like, no, I'm happily married, okay? Period. Except she wasn't. She wasn't. You know how you be wearing the veil over you know, when you get married, and sometimes we forget to pull that bitch back. So I went to my husband and was like, hey, I ran into such and such, and I've been talking to them, and when I talk to them, I feel like this. The intention in telling the truth was to bring awareness and to like stop this shit dead in its tracks. Really, like, okay, we got some issues for real, like we do. That's not what happened. No, that went left immediately. Okay, just like he was really upset. Like really. We didn't really come back from that, mainly because I was just like, look, we can't even have this conversation in a forward, you know, moving kind of way, like to where we're healing, growing, you know, like making choices together, or even just communicating about this, right? Being able to talk about it together. I don't want to do it no more. I'm tired of arguing and fighting and just like disagreeing and, you know, all this stuff, and only being happy like for a moment, like because I started to notice how momentary, maybe it wasn't even that necessarily. Maybe it was more or less just having that conversation and realizing how we couldn't have that conversation, and like, oh shit, what are we doing? Because at this point we were together for 14 years and married for about 8. Yeah. And we have 5 kids, 4.5. I had 1 child coming into the relationship, but he, you know, had parented my oldest son since he was 2, you know, so we have, to me, 5 kids. I know to others it's like, not really. Okay, like really. We split up February 2015. The day that we were moving, okay, so that's a whole backstory. This is gonna be a whole fucking day. So when we split up, we were just splitting up. This wasn't a divorce, we were splitting up. But we moved into apartments across the street from each other. Like literally next door to each other. Same complex, just I was in, building A, and he was over here in building B. Absolutely. Really? Was I serious? I was dead ass in my mind. We weren't even separated for 2 months for real. Like we didn't live separate for a full 2 months before we were back to cohabitating. Probably 5-6 months in, we were subletting his apartment. Yeah. February 2016, we moved back in together. We get a big old house and the whole family is there, and no, okay? Because the reality is the day that we moved in, we argued the entire process, okay? Like from the start of moving to late into that night, okay? It was horrible. I remember thinking as I'm doing this, what the fuck are you doing? But I did it still. We don't listen to ourselves because we're so like, no, I can't fail. I can't, have said yes to this and then it's happening and said no. The fuck you can't, okay? Stop doing that shit. That is such a waste of time. Like we be having instincts, like our energy tells us, don't go down that road. You don't know. It's already, no, because see, this is happening right now. And see that happened. And stop ignoring that shit. A year later, we were back together. Okay. It was rocky. It was. But I do remember it had a lot of high points. We had a beautiful home in a very, very nice neighborhood. I used to go for walks with my pit bull, and, like life was imaginary good. It's a dope ass fantasy land to live in, okay? I had like a freaking hammock in my backyard, and we used to have bonfires like all the time, and we smoked so much. It was a summer of enlightenment because by fall, I was like, yeah, we need to divorce. That was it. I was there. And that was the only conversation that I wanted to have. I finally got him to like see that we are not well and that us not being together anymore was in the best interest for everyone. November, we finally told the kids. We were supposed to tell them at like, we talked about it for a minute. I remember talking about it in October. November came, and then it was like, no, Imari's birthday is in December. Actually, I think we told her like, it was right around her birthday, because it was just like, no more. We're not putting this off anymore, because they need to know, because it's happening. Because when my income tax come, okay, that was my move. That was just it. Here we go. January. He got sick. He had been sick since 2011, had a major thing. We moved in February of 2015. The day that we moved into the apartments, I ended up, me and his friend and the kids, moving both of us into our apartments because he was in the hospital having a major surgery. So fast forward, my goodness, I could make videos on days. Being afraid to leave because of his illness, afraid to leave because of how that would affect the kids, afraid to leave because what am I gonna do financially? I had only known 2 incomes. Being afraid to leave because, and then saying, you know what? Because my ass, I wanna be happy. I am tired of arguing. I am tired of tiptoeing. I am tired of biting my tongue. I am tired. Okay? That was the mood. I didn't want to not be what I wanted to be for me anymore. Biting my tongue didn't feel good anymore. I wanted to be whole, honey. And that meant being out of the toxicity. However, January 2018 came around and he took sick. He ended up in the hospital for a month and a half. No. He started going in January. By February, he had a major surgery that left him in for a month and a half. While he was there, he fell in love again. You didn't hear me? Did you hear me? I gotta say it again. Okay. While he was there, we fell in love again. We fell in like again. We fell in comfort again. We fell in trash again. Okay? I did though. He was so sweet. When he's sick, when he go to jail, these are the times that you will see a man be so vulnerable. It is a beautiful thing. But let me tell you something. Go like, comment, share, and subscribe on my shit. If that's not how he been, you better know that the chances of him staying there is like this. Can you see that? It's like a small little gap in there. It's very slim. So don't you go off into make-believe land, okay? Period. No. Let them show consistency. Excuse me for sounding like I'm just talking to women. This is a people thing. This is a character trait, okay? And when people have not shown us things or behaviors or actions consistently, then we have to be mindful not to go falling in love with the potential. Potential is a motherfucker. Fuck potential. Grow in love with consistency, accountability, okay? Good energy, okay? Not just good dick or good pussy. Because it's deeper than that, okay? If you're talking about being around this person for a long time. Don't be settling down with nobody, talking about forever when they don't even make you happy. And you in like with their potential. Don't do that. We don't have time to waste. Do you realize how old you are? Do you realize how old you were? Time is going by really quickly. This story is my journey, in my words, in my perception. This story is not meant to offend anyone or vilify anyone. I am not a victim. I'm a woman. And this is one of the stories that makes me strong and worthy and capable.